planes soaring miles above the earth, pipelines carrying fuel across continents, bridges and dams that hold our communities together. Every day, our safety depends on the unseen, and one of the things behind that safety is X-ray imaging. In this episode, we're diving into the world of non-destructive testing, or NDT, where X-ray isn't used to diagnose injuries. It's used to save lives by ensuring quality during the construction of things the world relies upon and preventing disasters as these things age. From the oil and gas industry to aerospace to power generation and even analyzing dinosaur fossils, we'll explore how radiographic imaging protects lives, industry, and the infrastructure we depend on, and so much more. In medicine, X-rays are used to examine a patient's anatomy, looking for subtle deviations from the norm, fractures, the presence of disease, healing. In industry, the same principle applies, but instead of the inside of a patient's body, it's the insides of components that create many of the things we rely upon: welds, turbine blades, and composite materials, to name just a few. NDT means exactly that, examining the inside of a material without cutting it open or compromising its integrity. Think of it like an analysis for the things we build. In NDT, X-rays are more commonly referred to as their scientific name, radiographic images. This can help prevent confusion with medical X-rays that people are more familiar with. Using radiographic testing, using film or digital detectors, inspectors reveal hidden porosity, corrosion, cracks, inclusions, and misalignments during construction, and long before they could cause failures. It's the quiet backbone of quality and safety across manufacturing, energy, aerospace, and beyond. Have you ever had your flight delayed? Or worse, seated on the plane and then had to deplane because of a maintenance issue? Well, while extremely frustrating, those kind of issues can be prevented are not the kind of issues that are found with NDT X-rays. So what is it and how is it done? Just like in a hospital, technicians use radiography to see what's going on beneath the surface. Only instead of bones, they're looking at many things like wings, landing gear, and engine mounts. They place an X-ray source on one side of a component and a detector on the other, and the image that appears can reveal what the naked eye never could: hairline cracks or hidden voids that could weaken the structure over time. The results are detailed radiographic images that show differences in density, helping maintenance crews spot trouble long before it becomes dangerous. The contrast between different materials and their thickness is quite valuable. And that contrast helps inspectors spot the tiniest imperfections before they turn into real problems. This technique is especially important for modern airplanes that use lightweight composite materials. These materials are strong and lightweight, but flaws like delamination or air pockets can be hard to see. Radiographic imaging makes those invisible issues visible. So, while passengers are walking across the airport, stopping for a snack, and preparing for their next flight, somewhere in the hangar, that same airplane might be getting its own kind of checkup. Not from a doctor, but from the use of an X-ray machine, making sure it's strong, healthy, and ready to fly again. It's not just aircraft. Bridges, pipelines, dams, and power sources, the backbone of modern civilization, rely on radiography to spot risks early. Pipelines. Picture a pipeline running beneath your feet or stretching for hundreds of miles, beneath city streets, even under the ocean floor. Inside, it might be carrying natural gas to heat a home, oil, or many other substances that could be harmful if it leaks out. Thousands of sections of steel pipe are welded together, and every one of those welds has to be perfect. Before a pipeline ever goes into service, technicians use radiographic imaging to look deep inside those welds. They place a small X-ray source on one side of the weld and a detector on the other, or wrap the detector around. The image that appears shows what no one can see: hidden weld defects, corrosion under insulation, wall thickness loss, and lack of fusion, without cutting the line. This ensures safer operations and help prevent leaks. The process is precise and carefully controlled, often done in open, quiet stretches of land or at night. Each image becomes a kind of health record for the pipeline, proof that what flows inside will stay safely contained. In the end, those invisible flashes of radiation keep what moves beneath us safe, clean, and quietly reliable. Our world runs on power: nuclear, gas, electric, steam, wind, and so much more. Similar to the type of inspections on pipelines, NDT helps keep the lights on by enabling proactive, preventative maintenance across power sources, catching even the tiniest of defects before they become problems. Sometimes NDT crosses into science and history, and even the record books. In the 2008 Discovery Channel documentary Secrets of the Dinosaur Mummy, a team performs a radiographic autopsy on Leonardo, a fossilized hadrosaur, and at one point the holder of the Guinness World Record for best preserved dinosaur, using industrial-strength X-ray equipment and later a gamma source to image deep structures. As shared in the documentary, medical X-ray uses about 100 kV, and the industrial X-ray used on Leonardo was about 5 million. It takes a lot more power to go through thicker, denser material. The images captured determined the elements on its skin, an examination of the stomach of Leonardo, which revealed preserved plant material, Leonardo's last meal. Over the project, the team acquired more than 130 digital X-rays of the specimen. Non-destructive science in action. From pipelines and flight lines, to river crossings and airplane hangars, NDT radiography is the unseen guardian of modern life. It doesn't grab headlines, but it prevents them, by ensuring quality during construction and catching problems long before they become disasters. Next time you board a plane, cross a bridge, or watch a science doc, remember, radiography is working quietly in the background, protecting, preserving, and making the invisible visible. Join us next time on Everything Rad as we explore more stories that reveal the incredible impact of radiographic imaging. And listen to past episodes to hear the journey of X-rays throughout history and its current use in sports medicine.